You'll often hear smokers minimize the risks that they have from smoking by saying things like, well, they don't do all these other things that are bad to them. They have a healthy diet. They don't use drugs, or illegal drugs. They don't drink in excess. They don't do this. They don't do that. And they just come up with lists and lists of things that, are risk factors and pose problems to some people. They don't do any of that, and all they do is smoke. And they feel a certain sense of security in this kind of statement because, it's such a minor vice is the way they're comparing it. What needs to be understood is the magnitude of risk that is posed by smoking. I have another video on this already that I'm going to put in the video description, the premature deaths caused by smoking. And I encourage you to go look at that video because it really does lay out from all these different variables, all these different conditions, how many people are dying from different causes. I needed to update it a little bit though because a few weeks back they released the 50th annual United States Surgeon General report, which was showing how many people die from smoking every year in America. And the number now has been upgraded a bit to 480,000 Americans. They've added in a few new diseases, a couple of new cancers, liver cancer and colorectal. They've now added in diabetes as being caused by smoking, not just an aggravating factor to people who have it already. They found that people who have cancers that weren't caused by smoking have higher death rates because they don't survive the treatments as well. And there's numerous other conditions that were added in. But what it comes down to now, again, is 480,000 Americans die every year from smoking. That number is incredible. And to put this into perspective, that's more Americans that are killed in all accidents, all infectious diseases, all murders, all suicides, all diabetes, all liver disease, all AIDS. Combine them together, cigarettes are killing more. In 1 year, we lose more Americans from smoking than all the American soldiers killed in combat in the 20th century. That's taking in World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, combining all those years of battle deaths. We are losing more Americans every single year from smoking than all those wars combined. And people are doing this with the idea like somehow there's some relative safety in this compared to other issues. 1 out of 2 smokers who smoke, if they don't quit, they will die from smoking. And smokers need to understand that. The way to avoid becoming one of those casualties yourself is, hey, if you never started smoking, you never take it up. But for people who have smoked now, the ways to start to minimize the risks of being a casualty of cigarettes, it's a matter of quitting now and then making and sticking to a personal commitment to never take another puff